well to the good news. So what's been happening? Boris Johnson revealed what he saw when he took mushrooms.
Shiny, happy people.
Over on BBC Breakfast, they were asking the big political question on everyone's mind.
How high can Ed Miliband bounce?
And finally, did you see the moment this reporter had an orgasm live on air?
By the troubles of a Japanese car maker. Dave Harvey, BBC Points West in Swindon.
The big political news was all about UKIP's success in the local elections.
The political party once dismissed by the Conservatives as loonies and clowns has tonight sent a shockwave through the Westminster establishment.
The man celebrating tonight, Nigel Farage, claims a sea change in British politics as UKIP take 1 in 4 votes and nearly 140 council seats.
Fair to say, not everyone was that happy.
UKIP on the march, making major gains in the local elections.
I think I know why the kid's upset. It's because people who support UKIP tend to say things like this.
When I was brought up, you did not see a brown face or a black face or a yellow face or whatever. And now you see them everywhere.
They're everywhere. One looked after me in hospital, one teaches my kids, one owns my favourite restaurant. The country has gone to shit. When I was a kid, the country was full of honest, law-abiding white people like Jimmy Savile, Stuart Hall, Gary Glitter, people you can trust! If you think the kid was upset, look what this guy thought of UKIP voters.
They jumped into a gorilla pit, stripped themselves naked, greased their genitals, and started screaming for UKIP, UKIP, UKIP. Come and get me! Come and get me! Come and get me! What the fuck is going on?
I have no idea. He needs to go easy on the Red Bull. Look what he said next.
We are British! We have the fucking Queen! She's got hairy fucking goat legs!
The Queen's got goat legs?
Shit, Philip! Philip! Philip, they're on to us!
What are we gonna do, Liz?
The Queen has goat legs. To be honest, I was pretty surprised that UKIP did so well. Farage has been on the defensive all week.
There is nothing in UKIP that is racist in any way at all.
I don't know, this photo of one of their candidates doesn't look great.
A smiling Alex Wood with a beaming Nigel Farage. The perfect image for a UKIP candidate. But then this emerged after the 22-year-old, showing what some claim was a Nazi salute.
Did you see his excuse?
He told the BBC it's a photo of him reaching for a friend's phone.
I was getting my phone! Then I said to my mates, leave the pub! Leave the pub! Then I got an itchy nose, leave the pub! Leave the pub! I didn't say Sig Heil, I was telling my mates it's cold out. It's hail! It's hail! Take an umbrella! Take 2 of them! 2 of them! It's windy out! Windy! Windy! When you get in, you need to brush your teeth! Brush your teeth! Brush them! So you probably think the whole Nazi thing was a one-off. Oh no, look what happened the next day. A UKIP candidate posted a Photoshop image of himself on Twitter next to Adolf Hitler. What an idiot! That's like me appearing on a national chat show next to one of the most evil men on telly.
One of Britain's finest stand-up comedians, Russell Howard.
Well, that doesn't look good. It wasn't just the UKIP candidates in trouble. Farage was getting heckled in the street.
But you're thinking of voting for this man tonight?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Racist,
you know, if my vote
homophobes.
counts.
That man says racist and homophobe.
Does it? Well, there we are. I don't think we're homophobes.
I mean, sure, I'm a racist, but I'm not homophobic. I love bummers. In fact, it's the one type of brown town I don't mind. Now, bizarrely, Farage doesn't mind being heckled. In fact, he seems to enjoy being slammed.
Keep the abuse coming, boys. Keep it coming.
OK. You look like the eagle from the Muppets. Mind you, for all his faults, the one thing I will say about Farage, he does speak his mind.
Seems like you had a lot of fun at the press gallery lunch yesterday with all the Westminster journalists. You admitted you've been to a lap dancing club in Strasbourg whilst you've been an MEP. Is that something you do on all your trips?
Yep.
In fact, I think MP stands for pussy! I love pole dancers. Not Polish dancers, they should stay in Poland, but pole dancer. Now, from politics to yet another famous broadcaster falling from grace.
The broadcaster Stuart Hall has been described as an opportunistic predator after admitting 14 indecent assaults on children as young as 9.
In the 1970s, Stuart Hall was the face of the hugely popular game show It's a Knockout. But on the same day that this episode was filmed in Ely, he indecently assaulted a teenage girl.
What an arsehole. I hope when he takes his first shower in prison, some huge bloke bends him over and plays this. In fact, I hope someone commentates over it like he used to do in football.
Big Terry slams into Stuart Hall like the Greek god Achilles. He screams in pain like a lovesick whale. It's a knockout. No, it's a cock-out.
That's what I do. Just my opinion. Although not everyone thinks we should be so harsh on Stuart, did you see what Helen Flanagan said? He's an 83-year-old man. You could give him a heart attack. Show some respect. What? Helen, he's a pedo. What? He's a boat that you move with your legs. No, Helen. That's a peddler. They're very different things. He's a kiddie fiddler. Oh, he's a really small violinist. No. It's such a depressing story, isn't it? Jimmy Savile, Stuart Hall. It's like my childhood's falling apart. Who are we going to see accused next? This guy. And let's be honest, it doesn't look good for Pat. He likes putting packages in small slots and he hangs out with young pussy. It doesn't look good. What a week, though. Stuart Hall, UKIP growing in power. It's so depressing, man. It almost feels like at the end of the news, they should show us one thing to cheer us up. And I may have found just the thing. Whenever the news is particularly soul-crushing, I say they end it with this. Come on, it would work. Would that not work? Imagine that on the news. Next up, did you see the man who built the world's largest jigsaw?
It took 35 days of cutting for Dave to create his 40,000-piece tribute to the Queen's Jubilee.
I was going non-stop every day for about between 8 and 10 hours a day.
Finally, his life's work was complete and ready to exhibit at Sandringham, the Queen's country retreat.
And what happened next?
Dave was just pressing down a few uneven pieces when he pushed a little too hard.
Poor sod!
There you go. 40,000 pieces, my life's work. Oh, there's a bit sticking out. Just put that back. I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I want to get it right. I love the Queen. Some people say she's got goat legs. Those people are wrong. I just put this last bit in.
I've wasted me life. Did you see his wife's reaction? I bet she was gutted.
It was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
He was in pieces like his fucking jigsaw. Poor bloke. Have a look at it again. Look at the little walk he does when it falls. He's so calm.
Oh, well, never mind. Start again, pick up a corner, no problem.
I'd have been like... Right, you thing, half a pig! It would kill me. Christ, I lose my shit over tiny things. I once stubbed my toe and actually turned to the wall and said, what the fuck are you laughing at? In fact, the only thing that would have calmed me down in that moment would have been this. But it wasn't just his wife laughing at him, even the news started taunting him.
He'd love to go back and undo his little error, but sadly life doesn't come with a rewind button.
That's right, life doesn't come with a rewind button. If only it did. I'd travel back to 1992 and simply say, Mum, don't cut my hair. Talking to people who wish they could rewind life, did you hear about this prank in America that went wrong? A dad is facing jail for letting off a stink spray in his son's school. He's going to jail for letting off a stink bomb. Now, I love this story for two reasons. One, the name of the spray he used, and two, the way his wife pronounces it.
This is a bottle of...
liquid ass.
What's it called?
Liquid ass.
I cannot stop saying it. Just saying it makes you feel happy. On three, 1, 2, 3. Yes. It feels good, doesn't it? So you're probably thinking, I bet he's only going to jail for a couple of days. Oh no, here he is. Look how long he's going for.
It was just a harmless prank. Now I'm looking at 90 days in jail.
90 days in jail for letting off a stink bomb. I think we all know what he's going to get if he goes in the showers.
Liquid ass.
Now, from liquid ass to an amazing story about fancy dress.
Members of the Women's Institute got a bit of a shock when they dressed up as pirates to hear a speech from a retired sea captain about piracy. Here they are, dressed up.
Oh, lovely, they're dressed as pirates. I wonder what happened next.
The light-hearted gesture went wrong when they realised their speaker, Colin Darch, seen here in the middle, had actually been kidnapped by Somali pirates and held hostage for 47 days.
Hiya! Shiver me timbers! Walk the plank! Why is he crying? What? He was savagely beaten and held at gunpoint. Lose the parrot.
Science news now. Have you heard who's going to Mars?
This is a trip that could test the very best of marriages. A multi-millionaire tycoon is searching for an older couple to travel to Mars.
They're going to put pensioners in space. I can't wait to see the launch.
Apollo 15 commencing countdown.
Ooh, countdown. I bloody love that programme. Do you know what I like about it? It's the music. Did it.
They'll be brilliant. This is Mission Control. What's your position?
Well, I'm sat down and Roger's having a nap.
Mind you, it's not all fun. Have you seen their living conditions?
The pair will spend 16 months together in a capsule no bigger than a garden shed, with no showers, and drinking water made from recycled sweat.
I think we all know what that room's going to smell like.
Liquid ass.
Mind you, thank God they haven't got showers. No one wants to see an old man's bollocks in zero gravity. Just floating around like a fleshy lava lamp. Oh, sorry, I can taste that joke. To be honest, it isn't the pensioners I feel sorry for. It's the poor bastard at Mission Control who has to listen to them rambling on.
OK, Shuttle Tiberius, you are clear for comms. Over.
Oh, Mission Control. I remember the first time I saw Alan Titchmarsh. I went weak at the knees. I thought you can trim my rose bush any day. Nick knows I don't like roofs. Listen, I like prunes, but prunes do not like me.
flu. Bloody pathetic. I've had 5 children, Mission Control. I'd rather have a runny nose than squeeze a kid out of me bloody nooner.
Oh, fuck this.
Next up, did you see what a robot on Mars did? NASA, red-faced after Curiosity rover draws an image of a penis on Mars. This is true, did you see it? Look at that. A robot did that. Mind you, that's nothing. They drew an even bigger dick on the other side. This is the part of the show I genuinely don't know anything about. There's going to be a mystery guest who's been in the news, and I have to figure out who that person is. So please welcome my mystery guest! Hello. Well, there's a lot going on here, isn't there?
There is.
Nice to meet you. I'm Russell.
Hi, Russell. I'm Joe.
Hey, Joe. Thanks for coming on the show.
Pleasure.
You appear to have a lot of decapitated mannequins.
It looks that way, doesn't it?
It very much does. Presumably it's got something to do with kind of first aid. Am I close?
Kind of.
OK.
Go a bit further than first aid.
A bit further than second aid. OK, so I'm fairly close with first aid.
Yeah.
I know exactly what it is. Do you work for the St John's Ambulance?
No.
Damn. I was so confident then. I was so confident.
You're not too far off.
OK. Paramedic.
You are.
Yes!
Yep.
You guessed it. Lovely. Well, thank you very much. Why have you been in the news specifically?
That's for my work as an advanced paramedic.
Oh, excellent. Well, there you go. That's worth a round of applause. Wonderful. So, what have you done?
Well, I set up a unit to do response care out in the community instead of sending them into hospital, so then it frees up the hospital beds.
Oh, OK. But the only thing you don't have at hospital is the alcohol gel, which is quite nice.
Oh, you like that?
I quite like it. Do you know, I spent a week in hospital, and I'll mention this. This is how I could have done, being looked after by you, where I had no access to stuff like this. I smeared it on my balls. Because I was so bored. I was so bored, and honestly, I wanted to explain. I don't know why I did it. I had a week of utter boredom, and I'm talking instant regret. Literally, as soon as my brain went, oh, I wonder what it'd be like to put on my balls right, and I put it on my butt, and the yelp I made. And then no, it's like, oh, and then a nurse came, are you all right? And you're like, oh, I'm in the toilet. There's any mums at home that struggle waking up their teenage... Actually, don't do that. That's the way you think of it. Let them sleep. So, talking of that, what's the most compromising situation you've ever found someone in? I bet it doesn't get weirder than that.
Well, we got a call once to somebody that had a penis injury.
Right.
And it was obviously, we got it as a penis injury after a compromising position.
Did you help him or just laugh?
No, I didn't.
You didn't look?
No.
What had he done?
I think he'd just torn it a little bit.
Well, Natalie Imbruglia did warn us. Pretty sure that's what that song was about, wasn't it?
Could well be.
What I love now, there's a sort of a settling over the audience where girls are going, and men have gone to a very deep, calm place. It's sweet, I imagine it is. Yeah. So are we going to do anything else?
We are going to see if you scrub up well as a paramedic.
I look forward to that.
Yeah.
Here we go. We would appear to be outside an ambulance. What are we going to do, Joe?
Well, been told by our control there's an accident, and you're going to show me what a good paramedic you are.
OK, right.
Are you ready?
Yep, born ready. Okay. Here we go.
What do you think's going on?
What do I think's going on?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. What do you think has happened?
I think there might be a little accident there.
Yep, I think...
I think they're going to need our help.
Yeah, I'll help you.
Well, hold on a second. Always look for dangers, so you've got to take that dog off first.
Right,
Off you
take
go.
the dog off first.
Yep.
Hello, sir. I haven't noticed your leg there.
My leg hurts a little bit.
Yeah, it looks pretty bad.
Got a javelin through my head.
Yeah, what?
I'm halfway up the dog.
I know.
And I've got a liquid arse.
Okay.
I mean, it's the last one that's the most embarrassing.
What would you like me to do first?
Pull my dog off. Oh, that's it. Oh, he really...
Oh my God! Ah, you fucker! Let him die! Let him die!
Bandage.
What, your bandage?
Arm injury. Bandage. Get it on there quick.
You're gonna be all right. Let's get you through.
Nice and tight.
Let's get you through.
Well, there's more of that than I was expecting.
He's gone full carry.
No. Get the bandage round there as well.
Yeah, I will.
Come on.
Bandage my javelin.
Right, that's you sorted. That's perfect. Hold that in your mouth. Right, it's good to go. Right, what's next?
Next.
This might smart.
It's a miracle.
It is a miracle. Are you ready? This might really...
No, never pull it out.
I think he needs that out.
Neck brace.
What, leg brace?
If you want to get going, neck brace.
Neck brace. Which one's that?
Neck brace. That's the one.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Oh,
Let's put him in there.
No.
That'll do.
Russell.
Perfect. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right.
Let's not go around the middle, mate. No, you've got to go around his neck.
He just said he wants to go to Switzerland.
I tell you what, let's just get him off to hospital, get him in a wheelchair, yeah?
There he is. Let's just sort his neck out first. What's that? Dignitas. You want to go to Dignitas?
Excellent. Wonderful. There we go.
Let's get him on this.
Yeah. Get him in the chair. Do you want me to hold the chair?
He's going to be all right. Please give it up for my mystery guest of the
So, what else has been happening? Did you hear about this? X Factor judge Talisa asked her 3 million Twitter followers to suggest names for her new perfume. So, did people offer useful names? Not really. Chip Shop Reject. Face Batter. And my personal favourite, Biff Whiff. I think we all know what she should go with.
Liquid ass.
Over in New Zealand, check out what this bloke wants to do to cats.
Economist Gareth Morgan has initiated a website called Cats to Go. He wants people to consider making their current cat their last one. Morgan states, that little ball of fluff you own is a natural-born killer.
He wants to rid the world of cats. Some people have started already. It's insane! Imagine a world without cats. It doesn't bear thinking about.
damn straight.
Next up, a wonderful story about a family from Virginia.
My favorite quote of all time was our furnace repairman comes into the house, stops dead in his tracks, and says, "This looks like some kind of United Nations meeting."
I was born in Bangkok,
Bangalore, India.
Connecticut.
I was born in Romania.
Ethiopia. And China.
Sharon is the gas pedal, and I am the brakes. Over and over she'll say, "I found this child who needs X and Y and Z, and all we'd have to do is fly over the ocean, get funding, connect this dot to here, and it'd be done."
People discouraged us. They thought we were going to ruin our lives by taking all these special kids, and they said, "You don't know what to do." And it's true that we had no experience and we didn't really know how to raise them, but you see what happens with unconditional love. You give a person unconditional love and they blossom.
It took me decades to figure this out, but there's no physical thing that you can buy that's actually going to give you true peace and happiness. And the pure joy that will come from a rescue and a ransom of a child's life is probably the most satisfying thing you can imagine. You think that they don't really know the gravity of them being rescued or saved. Then you'll see them in an external setting, like one of them is in front of 300 people last Friday night, and he tells people that he probably wouldn't be alive if he hadn't been adopted by his family.
I feel like having these kids has really helped us find our life, find our meaning, find our purpose.
There you go, beautiful. Thanks very much for watching Good News. Good night, my friends. Farewell.